Okay, this is workplace communication part 2, applying for a job. In this part, instead of talking about applying a job, in fact we will focus on learning the words and also the expressions of some job recruitments and some of the features and characteristics of the jobs. So let's get started. Okay, in order to look at different words and phrases, we're going to look at two different jobs and their job description. Okay, so the first one is a police officer. So let's take a look at this short passage. So the title is, "Have you got what it takes to be a police officer?" Okay, so let's take a look at the first paragraph to see if you will be able to be a police officer. So first thing, do you think clearly under pressure? Okay, please would you underline the word under pressure. Now please take a look and always remember, whenever you try to use the word pressure, okay, you will always use the word under. Okay, no matter what, no matter you think under pressure, you do things under pressure, or you work under pressure, you always use the word under. Okay, and then next question, can you act independently in difficult, even dangerous situation? So the word independently means that you can do things on your own, by yourself. Okay, so can you do things by yourself even though it may be difficult or even it may be dangerous? Okay, in situations like this, in cases, situations means cases. Okay, can you do things by yourself, on your own? Okay, next part, are you committed to the safety of Hong Kong? Okay, please note that the word committed, okay, it is followed by a to. However, after this to, it is not a verb, it is not a to infinitive, okay, but instead we use a gerund or a noun. Okay, so let's take a look at some other examples here. Okay, so we can say, I am committed to teaching. Okay, or you can also say Tom is committed to the world's most exciting thing, something like this. Okay, so no matter what the examples are, okay, what I would like you to take a look is, whenever we use the word committed, okay, although we use the to in to connect it to the sentence, we, after the word to, okay, we use an ing form, or we use a noun phrase or a noun. Okay, and the word committed means you are so focused on something, you always want to do that. Okay, this is the word committed, you promise to do something. Okay, so last questions, are you ready to rise to the challenge of a lifetime? Okay, now this one, please underline the word rise. Okay, now instead of using the word face, okay, in English we tend to use the word rise to the challenge instead of face the challenge. Okay, so please take a look of that. Okay, next paragraph, if you become a member of the Hong Kong Police Force, you will make a lifetime commitment to serve and protect the community. Now please underline, make a lifetime commitment to serve and protect the community. Okay, first of all, the word commitment is the noun form of the word commit. Okay, that's also mean promise. Okay, you make a promise to what? To serve. That means to give service and to protect the community. The community means the society, and in this case, the society means Hong Kong. Okay, so how do you serve and protect the community? Okay, now this is a very, very important phrase. Okay, please highlight them. Okay, now this is what we call a prepositional phrase. Okay, with the word with in the beginning. Okay, so with the responsibility of maintaining law and order in Hong Kong resting firmly on your shoulder. Okay, now let's take a look at this phrase in a clearer scale. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Now, we call this a phrase because you cannot find a sentence structure, a normal sentence structure that means a subject, verb, and an object. Okay, but you find a phrase, a prepositional phrase here. Okay, all right. You protect us with something. Okay, and what are you protecting with? Okay, that's what you want to say. Okay, the responsibility of maintaining law and order. This is your job. This is your duty. Okay, all right. And how does this duty put on you? Okay, we use another verb, but as this is only a phrase. Okay, let's write this down. This is a prepositional phrase. Okay. Now, because it's only a phrase, okay, you cannot use a verb, okay, just like an SVO, okay. So you must, okay, change the verb form, okay. In this case, we use an ing again, all right. It is because this responsibility, okay, they rest on your shoulder, okay, is an active voice, not a passive. Therefore, we use an ing here. Alright, resting on where? Resting on your shoulder. This word rest doesn't mean to sleep or to take a nap, okay, but this means to be put on your shoulder. Okay. Alright, let's continue. It is difficult but exciting, okay, challenging yet rewarding. Now, in this case, please highlight the word yet. Okay, now this is a parallel pattern. It is difficult but exciting. Okay, in the second pattern, we don't want to repeat ourselves by using the same word buts. Okay, so we use the word yet. Alright, so if you're ready for all of this, then a career in the Hong Kong Police Force is right for you. Now, last paragraph. Gaining the respect of the community is already a great reward. Okay. Now this is what we talked about last time. Using a verb phrase as a subject. Okay. This whole thing is a subject. Okay. Gaining means getting. Okay. Getting the respects. Okay. It is already a great reward. Okay. Now you see I highlighted the word reward and also the word rewarded. Okay, so please also highlight these two words. Okay, and I highlighted because this is a noun. Okay, while this is a verb. Okay, so the word reward can be a noun and also a verb, so please be careful of this. Okay, but as a member of the Hong Kong Police Force, you will also be rewarded with an attractive salary and benefits commensurate with your positions and level of responsibility, plus career development and advancement. Okay, now let's take a look at this word, commensurate. Okay, now if we look at the dictionary, okay, the word commensurate, okay, it looks like a verb, okay, however, so please take a look at this. This is an adjective, okay, this is an adjective, and commensurate is actually the same meanings of the words okay, it is the same meanings of the word equal to. Okay, so your salary and your benefits, okay, not all police officers have the same salary and same benefits because of their positions. Okay, so you get what you get equal to your positions, okay, same as your positions and your responsibility. Okay, so this is the description of being a police officer. So do you believe that you have the ability to become a police officer? Okay, now before we end this video, I would like to show you the answers of the following questions. Okay, so first questions. The word lifetimes is used twice in this passage. So what does the writer want to point out about the job of being of a police officer? Okay, lifetime means your life, your whole life. Okay, so when you try to explain this word, you have to say you can expect to keep it for a long time. Now the most important expressions is this one. Okay, for a long time. Okay, you must have this idea in your answers. Okay, question number 2, learning some of the words. Okay, there are 5 different rewards of being a police officer, which are, okay, first of all is respect of community. Okay, and then you will have attractive salaries, you will have some other benefits, you will have career developments, and you will also have a word called advancement. Okay, advancement seems a little bit difficult to understand. It is in fact means improvement. Okay, these two words are the same. Okay, now for number 3, it is not a fixed answer. Okay, it is just examples. So let's take a look at the examples. Now it mentioned one of the rewards called benefits. So what does that mean by benefits? Now you need to know, maybe you have never worked a full-time or even a part-time job. Okay, but you need to know if you work, you don't just get money, you get some other things. Okay, which are, for example, okay, you will have medical care, you go to see doctor and they are free of charge, or they charge you a much lower rate than normal. Okay, you may have a housing allowance, you may have free education for your kids, okay, and you may have pension. Pension is the money you get after you retire. Okay, number 4 is your own answer. So do you think many people would like to become a police officer? At this stage, I actually think is yes. Okay, at last, okay, find and underline some words in the passage which describe the job of a police officer. Okay, now if we look for some adjectives, okay, to describe a police officer, the job of being a police officer, okay, that would be these 4. Okay, difficult but exciting, challenging and yet rewarding. Okay, so this part is for the first passage and the questions for the first passage, and this video ends here.